Hello, hello. Hold on, let me just see. Yes, okay, we're live. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. So I just tried to start up the game and realized, oh shit, we're going like right in. Um, so welcome back to Beacon Pines, everybody. I know we've done like most of our stuff, but Hazard, welcome back. Okay, I was not ready to go like jumping right back in. Give me a second here. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Um, are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around for a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I'm not back, if I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here. Understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Oh my goodness. Well, that was strange. More importantly, oh my goodness, we're back and like right at chapter 3. So, Rolo? Something about Rolo? We can leave the door open. Oh my gosh, his tail! Look at his tail! It wags! Look! His tail wags! I tried to look into like everything that was going on and that we missed, but no, drawer. Turn off the water. Don't waste water. Gran will get mad. But yeah, so last time we were in the woods, Rolo ran away, and God only knows what happened to Rolo. But we
A
get to
faint
play.
electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from inside the house? Welp. When God tells you where to go, let's go, narrator. Why was that open? Hello? Boop boop. Where boop? Where radio? Hello? It might be. Where'd... Be a good child, close the doors. Hello? Is anyone there? It might just be Morse code. I can't understand it though. Oh, there we go. Radio. Hello? Rolo? Is that you? Bro. Bro. Over? Hello? Well, that was
Luca glanced at the
strange.
now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
Why is it always spooky when they knock on the door after that? Oh, hey, Roxy. If this is about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday... How did he do her voice again? Hold on. Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No. I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late, and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay, I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rollo. Where are you? But Gran said not to leave. Gran said I can't leave the house. Want to be a good boy. I'm a good boy. I swear.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
Dang it. I was hoping I could bring it with me. It would make me feel safer. Oh well. Guess I have to disobey Gran. She won't know, right? As long as I, come back before she does. There we go. Is that a body? Like, right here. Is that a body chalk line? Am I crazy? Is that a chalk line? Oh no. Oh, yeah. Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rollo?
Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back.
Aw, you're gonna be there a while, kiddo. No, that was helpful. Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me, look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Gah, you're a joker. We're all part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. Friggin' clipboards, man. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Valid. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender. Dang, that's cold. My parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend time making posters. That'd be great! I guess. Right. Fitz and I'll check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. And off they go. Hey, ma'am, do you have an idea what's going on? His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. I don't know, she seems prophetic. I'm a little scared. The last time was right too, right? Hi, Luca, what's up? You haven't seen hold on. You haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? He doesn't come around here much. Not since they made a rule that he can only order decaf. What did he do caffeinated? Hey, Griffin. Has Rolo been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him on the house. He'll like that. Damn, that is one dressed up dog. Hey, son.
History museum. It's laughable, really.
Did you happen to see Rolo in there?
No, just the shadow of a family, clinging on to a town, clinging on to the past.
Feel free to check for yourself. But don't expect to have your mind blown. Well, no time like the present. Oh, yay.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
Dang. That was... yeah, Luca? Yeah. That was... unhelpful. That was... just bad. Beacon? Oh. Dang, the last chance diner. Nobody's here. Hey, well, let's see what we got. Hey, Dawn.
Is it true about Rolo?
Yeah, he didn't come home last night.
I wonder if it's connected.
Connected to what?
I was checking in on reports about increased activity around town.
What sort of activity?
Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Your typical shady stuff.
Who would be doing all that? And why?
Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources.
Do you have any idea where Rolo could be?
The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you last see him?
We were in Weepwood, right by Valentine's Fertilizer.
I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night.
Thanks, Dawn. Appreciate ya. Alright. What's this about a missing child? I must stress the situation is completely under control. It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young Miss Carter. Young's blah blah blah. Hold on, let me. Nonsense. Young Mr. Carter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that. Now, where'd she run off to?
Sharper Valentine, the founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Thank you, narrator. Nun Creed's drugstore. Hello? No, okay. Well, let's go to the library. Hey, Jace. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He is usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rolo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet. I think you're the Space Cadet, but okay.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books.
Books.
Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Sweet. Okay, agreeable. It is kind of boring, but hey.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
Ugh. More like my complete loss of interest. Hey. Bioluminescent shrooms is great. Never be bored by bioluminescent mushrooms.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten.
Oh, Lord.
A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
I agree with you there, Luca. That sounds very painful.
Sally Seashore's Simple Succulent Sundries.
I cannot read that. I'm sorry. My tongue is already tied on normal sentences.
Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
I don't think they are edible.
A peek behind the curtain.
Wizard of Oz?
The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time.
Never mind.
By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oh. Woof. Guys. Yes, it is giving Lockhart. And I'm not disappointed.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics.
Woohoo!
Most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Dang it. I just got... Hey! I just got an achievement, and it literally is just nerd. Just for poking around the library. I am not a nerd. am not a nerd. Okay, at least they're calling us out with that one, but I do like the book on mushrooms. Not gonna lie, I love that book. Oh my god, how am I gonna do this voice? Okay.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject,
This here. Nerd.
making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading.
Nerd.
Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
I have no idea.
Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me.
Good book?
Dunno, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees.
Oh no. Bees.
Turns out, bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they'll fight to the death for supremacy?
That's not what I was expecting, but okay. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you?
Not since yesterday.
Keep an eye out for him, okay?
Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know.
I'm not even mad. Okay, enjoy your bee book. Tell us more about bees. Bees are cool. And also bioluminescent freaking mushrooms, because that's gonna be on my mind all day now. Oh god. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes.
Of course he does. How about you?
When do I work?
No. What's your name?
Luca Van Horn? You new here?
Yep. Not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night.
So, he's missing?
I guess so.
Like, missing.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. So, I should probably get going.
Hey, wait up.
What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you.
What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky?
Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite.
Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo is my unlucky penny.
That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck.
Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. All right. Joey, have you seen Rolo around?
Nope. Sorry, Luca.
I've had my eyes on in the dirt looking for beetles. Can't seem to find any. He never came home last night.
Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal?
I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo.
No, the beetles! Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something?
Who's to say? I'm not a beetologist. Just keep eye out for him, would ya?
Of course.
Dude, you need to stop looking for beetles. There's a missing friend.
The Valentine Mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Old abandoned house? Nope. Okay. Really do love the wisteria tree up front. That is a beautiful addition. Wait, there's bees. Hey, Luca. Hold on. Hey, Luca. Looks like a path goes this way. Hold on, before we... Bees. Oh, fine. Dang. They boarded up the way in. Alright. Sorry, I could throw mushrooms. Alright, let's go. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Weird. Why is the water green?
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
That's weird. Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick! I mean, seriously, valid.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo.
This is definitely 12-year-old science. Poke everything with stick.
Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah. It seems dangerous. Hey! Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Aw, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once, on account of you being new around here. Why wouldn't you hang out with this dud?
Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he ever told you that... Has he ever told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer
Whoa.
lit by the glowing puddle.
I'm sorry, all I hear is your father won't hear about this.
Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Do we want to tickle him or do strange things? You know what? Fuck it, let's be weird.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, look. Looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yep. Yep. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs a dud.
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk. My clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good. Help. I'm sorry, I just... Oh shit. Yup. What does this goo do? That was... intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Where am I even looking? Where be my buddy? Also, fertilizer should not be leaking ooze. Just saying. Hello there, little buddy. Sorry, hold on. Hello there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So, where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Ah, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Gran? Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. It turns out Rollo is safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So, Gran's not back yet? I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?"
Bees!
Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over.
Dad?
Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right.
Dad? I want good dreams of my dad. Come on, please. You're not here anymore. Let me at least have a good dream of you.
Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal."
Dad?
The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel.
Dad?
"None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands.
Damn.
That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out.
At this point, you're not pulling out. This is about as much pullout as what made me.
A shock of searing
Dad.
cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
Welcome in, Pops.
Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Damn, that is one terrible nightmare.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca! There! Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca! Thank God! Listen! I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was... took me some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust... He's... hold on. Someone's
The
coming.
signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear
Rollo's
you.
voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... the treehouse. The treehouse!
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
All right, we have our mission. Let's go. Run!
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So we all understand our roles. You can count on me.
I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now.
I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish I could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy.
As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning.
Plans change. How's Luca holding up?
He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival.
Gran? Gran? Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night?
Hey, Luca!
Dawn! You scared me. How long have you been there?
Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I trailed them here.
What do you think they're up to?
Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined.
They mentioned the festival.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I mean, if you didn't.
Has your Gran been doing anything differently recently? Anything strange?
She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door.
A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems.
She was either furious or terrified. Or both.
Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime.
I will.
Thanks, Dawn.
Aren't you coming out?
Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca.
As she slowly sinks behind the bushes. I'd better go to the treehouse. Dang it, I can't eavesdrop.
I did it. I changed the sign.
Splendid. Hold on. Splendid. Did anyone see you?
I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though.
In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal.
It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Yes, I am doing all the voices by myself, except for the narrator. My throat hurts, y'all. Time to take a fishing break. Because, you know, we're in the middle of looking for our missing friends, so let's go fishing in our memory. Because we got more stuff to do.
Luca tied a small magnet to the line. Fishing with the law of attraction.
Okay, Pops, help. Give it a good cast now.
Whee! Oh, there we go. Tuggy, tuggy, tug. Tuggy, tuggy, tug. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no!
Easy there, buckaroo. You don't know your own strength. I lost it. I lost the magnet. Hold
Luca
up.
tied a small fishing
Let's
with
try
the
this
law.
again. Hold on, sorry, I forgot the line can break.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay! I got a key.
Where do you think the lock is for this key?
Now, why would we want to find that?
Because then we would know the secret.
That's no fun. The second we know what it unlocks, it just becomes a boring old key. Right now, this key could unlock anything.
Cool.
Is it really that good a range? Oh my goodness. Thanks, guys.
Luca wrapped some tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
All right, fishing for my cat. Let's go. I did not buy a new mic, no. This is still my old one. I'm just getting used to it. I also turned it up a bit. What did my tape get me?
It's got a bunch of big words written on it.
Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights with respect to the Beacon Pines CBD and surrounding area has been rejected.
Who's that for?
Applicant, Valentine Estate. Good. Good. Oh, thanks so much,
Luca
Pop.
placed a sinker on the line.
I do my
Sometimes the
best.
best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Taking the heavy hint. I promise. All right, let's go to the sinker. Ooh, a message in a bottle.
Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man.
Best leave that be. Take a real piece of work. It takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. Dad? Dad, what are you drinking? All right, that's everything for now.
Luca wrapped some tape. You never.
All right. Off we go, back to our mission. All right. To the antenna. No, not that. Over here. This. Aha. Rollo? Rollo? Are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like that. I like the beast I am. Iggy?
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control.
So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever?
There must be a way to fix this.
Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide.
Hide? From who? Who's after you?
Luca! Luca!
Rolo?
It's not safe, Luca!
Rolo, where are you?
The treehouse!
I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you?
No, Luca! The treehouse isn't safe! They said they were going to the treehouse! I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse!
Who said they were going to the treehouse?
The clipboards! What did I tell ya? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me.
What sort of questions?
They were saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening.
We're gonna figure this out, Iggy.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile?
Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening?
Don't panic. You stay here, and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in a second. Of course. We have a problem.
Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them?
Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rolo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help.
Help? Then why were you chasing me?
Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is going to give us all a heck of a sore throat, and sure as shit it does. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
Why did you do that to Rollo? What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca? Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for. More than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And this?
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
All right, I guess story time's over, huh?
Let's put a pin in this for now.
We have options. Oh my god, I need a drink. Oh, my throat hurts. That was a long run. That was like, what, a whole hour straight? Oh boy. Alright, do we go back to the warehouse of horror? Or do we go back to what happened to Iggy? Chat, it is your choice. So, hazardous hectoring or warehouse of horror? Your choice. Where do we go? Because there are no other options elsewhere. Yes. All right. Warehouse it is. Let's take a quick snack break, everybody, because I need to go grab a drink myself. My throat hurts. Oh, boy. All right. We will pause and be right back. BRB right quick, y'all. Okay, there we go. Hello, hello. I am back. Oh my goodness. Y'all let me know when you're back in. I'll hold off for you guys. Whoa. I got my slightly lemoned water. My goodness. My throat. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Let me just have some more water here. Holy crack. This is not easy to do a whole audiobook. It is fun though. Oh, I hope everybody is enjoying so far. And, you know. Oh. I actually have to go in and edit these later when I start posting. I'm gonna start editing the BRBs. Okay, so it looks like our next stop is Warehouse of Horrors, because we've already done everything at a grand jury. Already done everything we can do at a rendezvous with Roxy. Our hazardous hectoring, we still have one more. In the MCDC, we've got a little bit more to go, but hey. Also, I really want to color these so freaking bad. Like, I just want this as a coloring book, man. Like, seriously, I just want to color these. These are amazing. Absolute credit to the artistic team. Aw, thank you so much. I will do my darndest. I promise. I'm doing my best. While we're waiting for our wonderful mod to get back. Oh, well, speak of the devil, and she shall appear. I was gonna say, I now realize why Brandon Rogers had such a hard time when he started doing the voice acting for Blitz. He took like 2 back-to-back 3-4 hour sessions and was like, holy shit, my throat. I fully get it. I'm in an hour and it hurts. Alright, we're going back to Warehouse of Horrors. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I just finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today.
Okay.
So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday?
Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town.
I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner.
Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed? He said he wanted some more.
I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There's some extras in the basket for the enthusiastic gentleman.
Mr. Nuncreed, please stop hitting on my grandma. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day's still young. Mr. Nuncreed hits on Grandma. We established this last time. Thank you. She pats me. I'm getting head pats.
Hello, this is Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well. We can meet tonight.
Womp, 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 biddy-diddy-diddy. Jam, let's go. Can I jump with Jam? Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, more boring chores for me today. Did you make it out to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. Wait, what? Who? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oh! Is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Oh my gosh. Rolo gives you. We can jump with the Jam! Jam! Seriously, these guys give me the sense that they were best friends as kids, but when they grow up, they're never gonna talk again. You can tell those jerks. It doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Okay. Hello? Does nobody want to talk to me? Wow, thanks guys. All of you are jerks. Anger from past mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Hey, Mr. Tolliver.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
I think he's got something to hide. Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Ah, no bother, no
He
bother.
leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah. Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give
He
you.
leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah. Those ones on top. She wrote your name on.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. The jam! Thank you for delivering this jam to
He
me.
reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put this on my store shelves post-haste. Okay. I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of
He
course.
leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Dude. Creepy.
How do you keep the ice cream cold?
We keep them on ice.
Where do you get the ice from?
I don't know, somewhere cold?
How do they keep somewhere cold?
Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not?
No, I'm good.
Gotta love Bert. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Like a clipboard. Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes. That is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is a dangerous... If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you this... bleh. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Dang. Rude. Hey, Dawn.
Hey, Luca, what's up? They got you on jam delivery, eh?
Yep,
Have you seen the new kid around yet?
new kid.
Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Eris Valentine.
And?
The Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations.
I can imagine. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great.
Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Miss Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
Ow.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just, I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
They even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Dang, there's a lot of people here. How many kids do you have?
I'm ready to help, Mama.
All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime?
Yes, Mama. Hiya, Roxy.
Ooh, I'm peeking my mic, sorry. Luca?
I'm helping.
Wow, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo.
What can I get you?
I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top?
Coming right up.
That's awesome. Cult of the Jam? No. We're playing Cult of the Lamb tomorrow. What?
I call it the Love Me Tenders.
No. Hit on your best friend's big sister. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables?
I'm just helping out.
My father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails pulling a family ever forward.
That doesn't sound very fun.
There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back?
Oh no, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone.
Oh,
The silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. This. That is the sloppiest of Joe.
here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold.
That's perfect. Thank you. Kazooks, they've shrunk the wait staff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
Aw. How's your pops doing?
He's been pretty busy these days.
I know the feeling. Tell him that that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya?
Sure thing.
Have been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth?
A sweet burger?
Yeah. And top it off with some grilled cactus.
Grilled cactus?
The heart wants what it wants. Jeff, I am concerned for your health. Well, it's succulent, all right. Oh. Oh. There we go.
Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby.
Ha! Now that's a burger with bite. You've got problems, Jeff. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients?
Okay, I'll be back.
We get a memory with Mommy? Hold on, I want to see if I can go back and do more. Oh, no, okay. But we get memories with Mommy and Daddy. Yay! That made my day. Got some jam. Hold on. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice
Mr.
day.
Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? All right. Usually Juniper drops these off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that
Nuncreed
case,
snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see your gran. Creep! Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell ya ask too many... anyone ever tell ya you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? I got a girlfriend. Welp. At least I'm away from the creep. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh. And what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilana. Ilana? We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh, yeah. Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubt you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked, and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Her house is the little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great. See you there. Okay, Rolo, I have a chance at getting tail. This is intensely more important. Absolutely more important. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. The festival. Old Man Valentine used to put on a cockamamie shindig all the time. And where did that get us? Well, Perennial Harvest is putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Dang, Jeff. Tell us how you really feel. I choose tail over friendship. Also, bees! Bees! So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back. That creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So, just 3 people live in that huge thing. I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier, back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone's mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use the same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Seriously, love that big wisteria tree right there. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally, we'd have put more effort into
Ilona
dinner.
nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy to get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
Ooh. What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't.
Beck slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca? How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up! I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually, probably. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before this storm kicks
Luca
off?
surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here, and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. Thanks.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Oh, wow. Rolo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bulbs. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you could get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Oh, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime. He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So, you moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them, is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest, that hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? Didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I've figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something? We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe! Stop jerking me around! I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright, that things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse! Screw this town! Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks! I hate it! I hate that I hate it! Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Ah!
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow. I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. I sure shit didn't. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure. I'll walk you out. See you and Rolo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca? Don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Oh, my throat.
Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rolo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rolo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
You got yourself a girlfriend. We know what happened. Oh, it's Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Tracking down a lead.
You bet. I just heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament.
Peculiar? How?
He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions.
Like what?
The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer.
Solomon?
Bingo!
So, Eris was forced to take care of him?
Yep, or she would have lost everything.
Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid?
Rumor has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats.
That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out?
A good reporter never reveals her sources, Luca.
I can't get that high pitch that I normally do. I'm sorry, y'all. The yelling kinda did me in. I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Oh my god, the phone booth has a light. Y'all, there's a light in the phone booth. there prophecy? He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens! This is no time for fractured friendships. Oh dear. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to. You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good. Then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Wilp. I got stuck. Rolo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rolo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I got a girlfriend. I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rolo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere, and I got stuck after dinner at Beck's
Luca
house.
stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kinda cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made a new friend. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making a new friends? It's not like that, Rolo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise, but you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word, 'cause that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your grand doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this. If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rolo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your paw's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my paw is still around.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Dang it. Damn. Gran. Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him. He can shove it. Oh, there we go.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Oh, whoop. Not that button. Not that button. Rollo. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend.
Oh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family.
I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright?
I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet.
Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things.
Okay.
I'll be back later to check in.
Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him. He can shove it.
Luca dozed off again.
Luca? I see you didn't eat your oatmeal.
Wasn't hungry.
Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too.
Thanks.
Rollo came by.
What did he say?
He wanted to talk to you.
What did you say?
I told him you weren't feeling well.
Good.
So is your plan just to sit in your room all day?
Pretty much.
Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good.
Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind, but it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwell. She said you met yesterday?
Oh, God. Sorry, Gran, I messed up your voice there. What did she say? Is she here?
She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today.
Oh,
She seems nice.
yeah.
You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in?
Maybe later.
All right then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip. His father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad. If you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Anything you want to talk about?
I don't feel like talking.
That's just as well. How about you sit there and
listen a bit. Whatever you and Rolo fought about doesn't matter. But
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Now, get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6.
I mean, the Jam Cult meeting thing, yeah, sure. Let's go with Jam Cult. I know this is blind for you guys, and I'm glad there's no spoilers. I love seeing all the conjecture in the chat. I love it. I'm so happy with it. Give me a couple seconds, though. Ow. My throat hurts. I am so okay, but that screaming hurt, man.
Through thick and thin.
Also, is everything really better with corn dogs?
Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rolo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship.
I mean, I'm sorry, what Rolo said was unforgivable. I do not think this can be, like, fixed with corn dogs, and I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them.
That right there.
Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rolo.
Dad, I kind of fucked up. Sorry, Dad. There you are! Luca! Rolo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now, I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Well, damn. How goes the beetle hunt?
Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an exuvia.
And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Welcome to our festival! Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. There's a lot of things I'd like to miss. Unique New York, Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, break a leg. Give me a gift that... Ugh, I can't even do that. Those are harsh. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. This town's still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy. And this season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fitz, I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. Priorities. Ain't moving.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright? Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't ya?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Look, our bully. Every single time. Yup. Wait for it. Oh gosh. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Well, Iggy, you have fun with that. A most welcoming welcome of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest. I had my doubts about Perennial Harvest, but I must admit they do put on one nice party. Wow, I'm bad at reading. Okay, no premonitions. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying? I wanted to see what the festival fuss is about. But I can't help but notice. You still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True. So, what you got in there? Books? This reminds me of... Ow, Yuki, what the hell? Do you have a dictionary in there? 2, actually. Dictionaries for self-defense. Hey, Luca. So you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all.
Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that.
Wow, yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean?
It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations,
Mm-hmm, that's great.
census taking, emergency services.
Kid, chill. Actually, before we talk to them, Is there a bat in the house?
I've got a question for you. What do you think this festival is for?
The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons.
Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first, too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor?
A special guest? Who?
I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal.
I was able to return the Perennial Harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. Well, that ain't suspicious. Hi, Jace. Still working through the newest Hank Atomic? You know it. Some fascinating canon towards the end. Did you know Hank Atomic's Shrinko Ray doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else. Whoops. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else? Bingo! That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Oh, right, sorry. Bruh. Alright, fine.
Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle.
Yay. The first?
Oh, you didn't think that was all you did? Or that was all, did you?
Rolo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On planet Farpole, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a
Kato
tissue.
stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you?
No, it's okay. Let me figure it out.
Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands.
Luca grabbed Natural Photography, Volume 5, from the shelf.
Once you've got a book, you can either bring it here to me or just grab a different one.
Want to see what other books we have?
Luca grabbed The Modern Science of Atomic Radiation from the shelf.
Okay, that seems kind of relevant, but also very cool.
There were rarely any actual new editions, simply a variety of
Not fooling anyone. Nope.
Luca grabbed The 5 Pillars of Success from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Issue with Self-Help, a helpful guide, from the shelf. Luca grabbed 500 meals for one big pot from the shelf.
Too many meals. Nowhere near a big enough pot. Is that to feed like someone like Loopy?
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5,
There it is.
from the shelf.
Ah, you found it.
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed.
Why do you have a UV light on the desk in a library?
The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rolo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. but I lost it.
Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash.
Oh, Rolo.
Now, let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a
He
grip
continued flipping.
only found in grub cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it.
Grift in grub cart. Grift and Griffin. Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand.
Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt.
Thanks, Kato. This is pretty elaborate for a kid that can't even remember to do his damn chores. You went back. Hey, Griffin. Did Rolo
Before
come?
Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yeah, it's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rolo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
Pick up when you need some pep, near the fountain up
Luca
the step.
finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. Alright, let's go. He really should not be having this much caffeine. This is ridiculous. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. This kid needs to get off the caffeine. Fine. But Rolo owes me
Lumi
one.
waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings, your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. Good luck, Luca. Honestly... Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Rolo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
And like 100 Acre Woods, I'm gonna end up in a minigame. No? Oh, wait. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry, I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm real sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rolo, still my turn. I feel like you need some new... I feel like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
now. Boy friendships. Rolo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know, I've been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim's a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Yay! Friendship! Reattained. Wait, come on. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, they're gonna have the first annual Biggest Catch competition. As long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. Good luck. Let's see if there's anything else we can catch stuff with. Dad.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
That's not quite pungent, but okay. We'll take it. Oh, look, it really is time.
Property of Sharper Valentine.
Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town.
Should we give it back to him?
He may not even want it back. The man's got a continuous relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up.
Okay, bye, Dad. We'll come back.
Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
Gran? I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
Gran? What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whatever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth. This was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rolo?
Luca was at a loss for words. But that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go.
Nah, this is fine.
Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that?
Aw, man. We missed the fireworks?
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself. A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene, in a silent treehouse turned statuary. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Yeah, so that happened. So where do we have things? Let's see. There's weather. We still have hazardous hectoring, and we have a new one for MCDC. I think I can get me one more shot in for the next half hour. So, last one. Do we break, tickle, or flight? MCDC, shoot them all. You got it.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight.
Well, I mean, I guess this is fight or flight, right?
He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy.
See ya, jerks.
Fine. We know where that leads them. This way. We'll take the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
That was actually pretty badass. Uh-huh. I think we've lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Then, what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. man, listen to that snow crunch. Oh, it is beautiful. Luca! Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that bozo Kerr. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. 2 faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. What's the readout? Sitting just above 258 Kelvin. That's down a bit from the last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh. Still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. What's all this? Hard to say with all the snow. I think it's a town sign. Can almost make out letters under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into Wheatwood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1. Snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. We just, I don't know. Ha! Snowball.
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? I guess we got turned around? Where did all this snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source. You think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're going to get you some answers. Let's keep moving. This stuff look familiar to you? It looks like the barrel near the puddle I shoved me into. Yeah. It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, swim run.
The fencing glistened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like this stuff Looks like the stuff they put up around Wheatwood. The stuff who put up? I don't know.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even gonna save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed. And everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion, and more than a little guilt.
It's getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
The way the snow covered everything. It's kinda calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. Second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. We're supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights?
Iggy shrugged.
It's something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rolo are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Perfect little Luca Van Horn with his perfect little life. My life's not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and even she already likes you. You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. She ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get that impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
It must be raining out here. Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
We should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow, we'll get to the bottom of all of this.
Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah. I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to the worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad.
The house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She
Aw.
idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun. A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me!
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, you.
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarf-necked furball. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibilities. Great. How about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait. Do you live here? You might say that. So you know where we are? You might also say that. Look, pal. We just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. Alright, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well, I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay. Open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood? Or we teleported to some alternate universe? Or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines. You both grew up here. But the town you've called home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair. but a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You'd need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to the meticulous thing we call, this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity. A revulsion event. A revulsion even. Wow, big words hard today. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all, and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover...
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
the source. Why did you say the source like that? Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they
He
could...
looked down at his feet. His eyes darted back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home...
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out.
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood.
Chapter 6.
Oh.
The Source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard, a headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time, I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why did you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy. They stole this tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We gotta hide. $259K. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who love them will never know the truth. The truth is overrated.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey! Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. That walk, man. Weirdo. Dude, that walk was weird. Here, I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow, crying like some pushover. Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass, I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Not mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to Perennial Harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind?
If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it.
If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Let's do this. Okay. My throat really hurts after crying like that, y'all. Ooh. It can get awfully cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to you?
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Aw, shucks. Now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. Yes, I should be able to save between chapters. Let me just make sure. We will probably come back next time, and yes, it did save. Oh my goodness. Gosh, my throat hurts, but let's enjoy this beautiful, beautiful weather. Like, look at this. It is such a nice sound. But oh god, yeah, I'm gonna cut it here because goodness, my throat hurts a little bit. We've been going for 3 hours, guys. So, thank y'all for joining me, and yes, thank y'all for staying to the That's Rough, buddy. Next time, we will pick it up again. Thank you very much for joining me. And everyone in chat, wish our wonderful mod here a very happy birthday because I did this for her. Because I can't give her her present. So, you got story time. We will do this again at some point, and I will see everyone on Friday for some more dot hack. It's time for reminiscence. I will see y'all again next time. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day, night, whatever, or wherever, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.